Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and Learn Nepal. This is a video series of Fortran tutorial, and today we will be solving some problems using the previous concepts. So make sure to watch all the previous videos before proceeding here. So our very first problem is to print out the odd and even numbers. So this is our very first problem, to print the odd and even numbers from 1 to 10. So what is the best way to find out the number odd and even? So for that we will use the concept of a remainder. If any number divided by 2 gives the remainder 0, then that number is even, and if any number divided by 2 gives the remainder 1, that is the odd. So we are going to use this concept to determine odd and even. And in the Fortran, to calculate the remainder of a division, there is one built-in function called mode, and here we write the number to be divided and number to divide by. Mode of 4, 2 means remainder of 4 divided by 2. So these are the concepts we are going to use in our program. Okay, so now let me start. Program odd, okay, even, and program implicit non, and I want to declare one integer variable I, and I want to loop through I equals to from 1 to 10, since we need numbers from 1 to 10 only in do. And here I want to use if statement, and I want to say if mode of I divide mode of I divided by 2, that means remainder of I divided by 2 gives 0, then say if remainder is 0, then that is even. Let's make it more good. So I is even, so I is the number and that number is even. But if that is not equal to 0, that means we can put in else, and we can say I is odd. So we are cycling through 1 to 10, and we are dividing each number from 1 to 10 by 2, and we are checking the equivalence of that remainder with the 0, and if that remainder is 0, then we are saying that I is even, and if not, then I is odd. Okay, and we forgot to close the if. Okay, now let's run it. gfortran ex.f95 / voila. Okay, so we got 1 is odd, 2 is even, 3 is odd, 4 is even. So this is the very easiest program. Okay, our next problem is to display this result, print this result. This result is the summation of the number from 1 to 10. So 1 and 1 and 2 gives 3, 3 and 3 gives 6, 6 and 4 gives 10. So like that up to 10. So sum of numbers from 1 to 10 is 55. So that's our problem to solve. So what we are going to do is I will say summation program name and int program set none, and I will use loop. So I need one integer variable, and I need another variable to store our sum. So I will say total. Okay, total. Okay, I will say total, that is the summation. And let's start the looping. I will loop from 1 to 10 because I need the sum from 1 to 10. And let's initialize the variable total. First let that total sum be 0, and we are going to update this total variable by adding each number with the total. So and do, and what we are going to do is I am going to update that total with total plus I. So remember we discussed about this updating the variable. So we are cycling through 1 to 10, and we are adding each number from 1 to 10 with the total and updating that value in the total. And I want to print because we have to display all these results, so I want to use print inside the loop, and I need the cycle number and I need the sum. Okay, let's run it. Okay, here we got the sum. So 1 1 2 3. So let's examine the program. First we created the variable total and give the value 0, and we are cycling through 1 to 10. So I value first is 1, so 1 comes here, and total is 0. 0 plus 1 1. So total value is now changed to 1. Now again I value is 2, so I value 2 comes here, total value is 1, so 2 plus 1 3. Now total value is changed to 3. So we are basically updating the value of the total variable in each cycle, so like this. And so if you take this print statement and take this print statement out of the loop, then you will get only one print statement. Let me erase this I. Okay, so if we run this, so we got 55. That is the sum of numbers from 1 to 10. Now you can make it more dynamic by asking the user to give the number up to which you have to calculate the sum. So basically we don't want to put 10 here, we want user to ask the 10. So let me use the variable. I will use say maximum, and I want to ask the user so I am using read statement, and I want to read maximum value from user. So if I run this, okay, symbol maximum, oh sorry, and we have to declare the maximum also. We have to declare every variable we use in the program. So maximum. Okay, now so what we are doing is we created a variable maximum, and we want that maximum value to be given by the user. So we are using the read statement, and we want to loop, we want to cycle that do loop up to the value entered by the user. Okay, now let's run it. Okay, so terminal is asking us to input the number. I'll give 10 and it says 55. Now we can run again. I will say 100. Sum of numbers from 1 to 100 is 5050. So this is the way of getting the sum. Now I want same program to be done using a do while loop. Okay, so here we use the do loop. Now I am going to use do while loop to create the same program. Okay, so program summation, let's and give implicit none, and now I'm going to use do loop. Okay, so integer, so I need a variable I, and I need to initialize the variable, so I will give I equals to 1 and I need to go up to 10. So I will use do while, and do while I is less than 11 or less or equals to 10, both meaning are same. So I will say less or equals to 10 and do, and I have to create another variable that stores the total sum. So I will say total, and I need to initialize that total also. I will say total is 0, and we are going to keep adding the value to that variable. And what we want is, I want that total value to be updated by total plus cycled value, and that I value I am going to increase by 1 unit so that it goes up to 10. And finally I want to print the total. Now if I run this, we will get, okay, we get 55 because from sum of numbers from 1 to 10 is 55. Okay, and here now let's not use 10 directly, let's ask the user to give the maximum value. So I'll write here maximum, and remember to declare the variable that maximum was the integer value, and I want to ask from the user. So I'm going to receive the data from the user, so I'm going to use read. Let's make it more good, so I'm going to display some certain text for the user and enter the maximum value. Okay, now hopefully this program works. Okay, so enter the maximum value. I want up to 10, so we got 55. Okay, I want up to 100, so we got 5050. So this is the idea of finding the summation using the do while loop. Okay, this video ends here. If you have any question, write down in the comment section below. If you liked my video, don't forget to subscribe it and press the bell notification as well, and we will continue problem solving in the next video.